Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And here I'm at McMahon Stadium early in March on a Saturday night. Before you tell me take it easy, it's only March, it's not football season yet. But the main reason I'm here is, well, you know that red is my favorite color, and especially red and white for the Calgary Stampeders. But I'm going to say recently my other favorite colors has definitely been light blue and gold. As you can see, the McMahon Stadium, the trim is blue and gold for the color of Ukraine, the Ukrainian flag. As you know, in the recent events, unfortunately, Vladimir Putin, definitely the dictator, I guess, wants to seize Ukraine for his own gain, and it's been a war in Ukraine from the Russians. So I've been seeing a lot of landmarks recently, especially here in Canada, that were standing in Ukraine, and I definitely feel a little more touched with this because I do have some Ukrainian bloodlines. So you can see this nice trim. You can actually get the nice glow on the parking lots with the reflections from the melting snow. But you can see the blue and gold colors of Ukraine. It's the breadbasket of Europe. That's what those colors definitely represent. You see that the blue sky and the gold for the wheat. And I also learned that knowing about the conflicts in that, because when Russia took over the Crimean peninsula, they discovered oil. So Ukraine is actually starting to be a powerhouse in Europe when it comes to oil. So it's definitely one of the reasons why, kind of the short-handed way of saying why the invasion has happened. But it's definitely do not support it, and I definitely stand with Ukraine. When personally I do have bloodlines attached to the country, but it's nice to see to have the blue and gold here at McMahon Stadium. I first saw that on the Facebook page, so I figured I had to come down and capture some picture and video myself. And as you can see, even on the little scoreboards there, you can see the flag waving for Ukraine. And I would say I stand Ukraine, and there's a couple more landmarks that I'm going to see that also has the blue and gold colors for the colors of Ukraine. So walk around here, it's just been a lot busier, obviously, with other content and obviously work responsibilities that I haven't uploaded as much lately. But all I'm going to say is enjoy the McMahon Stadium at night under Ukrainian colors. Definitely looks just as nice that way for the reasons why it is. So there's a couple more other landmarks I'll see, so I'll see you there. There's just a close-up of, as I say, the trim around McMahon, and yep, you can see the Ukrainian flag flying strongly to show what we stand with Ukraine, and definitely do not support what is going on for Russia, or at least under the mind of Vladimir Putin. So, still a beautiful sight to see, like the circumstances that go Ukraine under this case. I'm back on a second site to show some more Calgary landmarks that are showcasing the Ukrainian flag colors. I'm up on the hill where the Jubilee Auditorium is, which is near where I live. You can kind of make the blue right there where the Robert Bruce is. That's where the Calgary Tower is. It just looks all blue from here. I looked on the website, or if you go on the Calgary Tower website, it lists its light schedule. It didn't say anything about showing Ukrainian colors, but you can kind of see the blue there. But definitely see this one very well at the Jubilee Auditorium near the corner of 16th Avenue and 14th Street Northwest, near the old campus at St. where I also went to school after K to 12. But you can see the Jubilee Auditorium is all lit up in Ukrainian colors with the the light blue and the gold for, as I say, the bread basket. I know that going back to, I don't support what's been going on with the war, especially the behind Vladimir Putin, but ultimately the sacrifices and the real victims of the war is the citizens, both sides of the border, regardless in Russia, Ukraine, because even Russians most are going to say they're not supporting what's going on and all the casualties that's going on. I mean, I know that Ukraine used to be part of the old Soviet Union, and it seems like, not another Simpsons prediction, but it seems like after the collapse of the Soviet Union in late 1991 that, most of the former republics have started, embracing more Western life. And I know that another reason why these conflict's been prompted is Ukraine wants to join NATO, which also is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization that Canada is a part of, and trying to support the West. But it's ultimately, I feel like that's something in the mind of Vladimir Putin. He wants to bring back that the old Soviet Union, but there's definitely also other factors in that. Hopefully the sanctions, which also goes back to, unfortunately, the victims are the citizens in the country, and especially, those that have businesses or family. Definitely feel those who have direct families on both sides of the border that feel torn what's been going on, especially if you're one of those families that have both Russians, Ukrainians. I mean, I don't have any direct, family members like right in this generation, but my bloodlines do trace back to Poland, Ukraine, and like I say, over 1 million people, especially in the prairie provinces. If you go, especially in that area, on the Yellowhead Highway between Edmonton down to Winnipeg, that's where a lot of our Ukrainian settlers, settled. And that's where you see a lot of Ukrainian villages, especially the village that, Sork village that was east of Edmonton, I should say. I visited back in 2009. Oh, there's a truck going by, but also the fact that, Saskatoon has the Ukrainian Museum, and I know that if you go along my mother's side of the family, extended family traces back to Poland, Ukraine. So I just still feel this, conflict is definitely struck a little bit of a chord just for that reason, because I do have bloodlines and part of my heritage is there. And of course, you got worried about hearing more lately about World War III. And a lot of history repeating itself, because you look back at the First World War, there was also a pandemic that happened then, and here we are still dealing the after effects of COVID and the pandemic, and this has been going on. That's probably one of the reasons why you haven't been hearing much about the pandemic, is because of this conflict going on. But I know I watched some videos. There's many videos, but if you follow the real life lore, it's a 31-minute video talking about the conflict, and it talks about how Ukraine was a big part of the filling the Soviet Union's energy when it was a part of the Soviet Union. But then since it broke up, and Ukraine has long wanted independence from be its own unique society, which they are right now. That's why Russia, it's one of the reasons why they've attacked Ukraine on where they am, to try to go after resources and access to the Black Sea, but I just say I definitely don't support it. And I gotta say the name slipped my mind, Vladimir Lukashenko. I think if I say his name right, it slipped my mind, and I know, but he definitely looks like a cool guy that's from Ukraine. Just hang in there. I know that I've heard some stories that the people have pushed back, and if you see the lyrics of the Ukrainian national anthem and translate to English, there's definitely some lines there that could maybe push back, but that's all I have, just to show, like, you know, a couple landmarks there nearby that's here in Calgary that show here we are in Canada. We stand in Ukraine. I say it's a nice sight to see the blue and gold. That's just the colors of the Ukrainian flag, and I always keep saying I do claim some Ukrainian bloodlines, and I just hope there is some kind of peaceful, practical, you know, conflict solution to this, so that doesn't turn into World War III, and the fact that you know, this is also another reason why tops and the pandemic, why everything's gotten a lot more expensive. I mean, yeah, maybe it's somewhat good that the oil prices is what, $115 a barrel again, but not at this price what's been going on right now, I should say. But it is what it is. But just wanted to share, you know, McMahon Stadium and Jubilee Auditorium. They've been showing the blue and gold colors very well, and I have seen some hockey games. Apparently, I know Winnipeg, when they were playing the Montreal Canadiens in Winnipeg, they had the Ukrainian choir sing the Ukrainian national anthem and the Canadian national anthem. I know that in Calgary, the last game against Montreal, they showed the Ukrainian colors, and maybe they'll do that for the next Roughnecks game. That you know, they'll show the colors. But I always gotta say, I stand with it. Hopefully, enjoy these sights. So I'll close out. As I say, if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey, home the Flames, Hib, Roughnecks, and Stampeders, I mostly do talk Calgary sports on my YouTube channel, where I recap games and stories and that, and but I also do a variety of non-sports content when I've had time, which seems like lately I haven't had much of it. But I do have first vlogs, attempt to call me, do share on the road, a sport event, and just vlogging to go. And I just felt this was a kind of a quick vlog to go, just to show some Calgary landmarks and tie in with the current events right now. I just like these colors, how it's showing up, especially, you know, with the advent technology of LED bulbs. You can always change colors, which that also goes back to the field I work in with electrical engineering. So if that all sounds like it'd be interesting to watch, to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey, you know what you do, just make sure you hit like, subscribe. I have my social links down in the description below, and I do have a second channel in Brett Hornby Shorts, where I exclusively put my short form content on there. So I appreciate like, subscribe both here on my main channel as well as my second channel. And as I said, I do claim some Ukrainian bloodlines, if you look back in my family history. So this definitely also strikes a chord as well. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and I say I stand in Ukraine. Hopefully there's a solution to this conflict that's peaceful, as practical as possible, without blowing each other up. And I just have to feel sorry for the citizens over there right now, on both sides of the border, because they both say we don't need this right now, and it's the 21st century right now, and we have nuclear weapons now, which we don't want to be going back to sticks and stones again, do we? I know it is. It's not liking the times that we're living in right now. COVID, and then now this. But I just say, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.